The goal of Sail is to work together playing tricks to navigate treacherous waters and reach the end. First, you and your partner are going to pick one of these character cards. This will give you special powers to use throughout the game. My wife and I have found these two to be the most useful, but it's up to you. I'll let you read them on your own to discover their special abilities. Then you're going to choose one of the 6 scenarios from the instruction booklet. Then assemble your ocean board. This is pretty intuitive, but if there's any confusion, there's numbers listed on it. I'm setting up for the learning scenario here. Putting the start on D1. The end on C10, E10, and D11. And just putting the other pieces where they go. There's these little orange pieces that are islands, these yellowish green pieces that are Kraken, and these storm clouds. And place the ship on the start token. Next, you're going to place the Kraken board and the Kraken card underneath the ocean board, placing the Kraken token on the first spot. Then you're going to go through the deck and remove all the 1s and 2s, shuffle them up, and place them face up on top of the Kraken card. Then you're going to grab the round tracker, place it with a numbered side facing each player. You're going to put your trick cubes on the 0 spot and the round marker on the 1 spot. Then shuffle the remaining cards. These should be the 3 through 9 cards. Then deal 9 cards out to each player. Once the cards are dealt out, the players are no longer allowed to talk, but they can discuss general strategy before the cards are dealt out. Then each player looks at their hand, chooses 1 card simultaneously, and places it face down to give to their partner. They may not look at the card their partner has given them until they've passed their card to their partner. Starting with the player that is on the side of the round tracker, in this case it's the person on the other side of the board, that player plays a card from their hand. If possible, the second player has to play a card that matches the color of the first player. The player that plays the highest number of the leading trick wins that hand. The winner of that hand advances his trick tracker 1 space and then plays the next card. Depending on what symbols are underneath the cards will determine what actions are taken after a trick is won. 2 steering wheels means that the ship is moved towards the player that won the trick. A tentacle steering wheel and a steering wheel means the ship moves towards the player that won that trick, and the ship takes 1 Kraken damage. 2 steering wheels and tentacles mean that the ship advances towards the player that won the trick, and the players take 2 damages from the Kraken. A steering wheel, tentacle, and a cannon means that the tentacle card is placed into the Kraken's deck. 2 of the mermaid tails advances the ship straight forward, and 2 cannons, you will flip over the top card on the player's deck and do whatever that symbol says. A steering wheel means that you advance the ship towards the player who won that trick. A steering wheel and a tentacle means that card is placed at the bottom of the Kraken deck. A cannon means you draw a new card. A tail will move the ship straight forward. If you do not get any of the above mentioned symbols, then the ship does not move this turn. If the ship were to move into a space containing an island, the ship simply does not move this turn. If the ship were to maneuver into a Kraken tentacle, then you take a damage from the Kraken. For every point of damage you take from a Kraken, you take a card from its deck and put it into the player's discard pile. If you ever get to the Kraken card, move the Kraken token up 1 space and put it back on the bottom of the deck. If the Kraken token ever reaches the final spot, the players lose the game. Also, if the Kraken card is the only card in the Kraken deck, the players also lose the game. And the Kraken devours the ship. Whenever a player has won 4 tricks, the round is over. The Kraken damages the ship. You simply look at the number that the Kraken token is on and deal that many points of damage to the ship. Reset the trick tokens to 0. Move the round token forward 1 space. Then reshuffle and deal out 9 cards to each player. And repeat the card sharing step. Also, at the beginning of round 3 and 5, if you've not passed their respective clouds, you lose the game. Meaning at the end of round 2 and the beginning of round 3, if you've not passed the first set of clouds, you will lose, and there's a second set of clouds in most scenarios that you have to pass by the start of round 5. The player with the round disc on their side of the board is the lead player for that round. If the players are able to successfully navigate the treacherous sea and land their ship in one of these ending locations, they have won the game of Sail.